Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire Daily Challenges. This is July 27th of 2018 and we are currently sitting on 18 wins and 8 losses, as you can see. If you're wondering why I might sound softer or a couple of things, first I've changed the settings on my microphone as I got a few comments saying that I'm a little bit too loud in comparison with the game. Second of all, I am extremely sick and my throat is on fire right now, and I'm drinking lots of water while doing this. So I'm going to be taking a lot of water breaks, a lot of hydration breaks if you would, so that I can continue speaking at a normal rate with the extremely painful throat I have right now. The only reason I'm even recording this is because we have gone through 26 of these already, and I feel I couldn't let the July daily challenge runs in just because I'm feeling a little bit sick or my throat is a little bit stuffed right now. The upper day we're playing is the Ironclad, which is very exciting. Our third Ironclad daily out of 27 for July. Very exciting about that. Is this our third or is this possibly our fourth? I could be wrong, but this might even be our fourth one. We started Specialized, which is going to be 5 copies of single rare card, which means we're going to get 15 copies of that rare card. So that could be very scary if we get something like Barricade. Night Terrors is really bad, and then Hoarder will of course be pretty good, just to add multiple cards. So like, let's jump into it and let's hope we get a good rare, which we're going to get 15 of. So we got 15 exhumes. Not good, because we don't have anything to exhume right now, which means we might want to look for a card that exhausts. This is really bad for us. 1, 2 elite here, a single elite here, a single elite there, which is actually our second elite and the third elite there. So only one path that has 3s, and this is through this one, so we have to go for this one. Am I correct in this assumption? I am correct in this assumption, so we have to go through here. So I'm going to go for the more enemies. I would like to attempt at least to add more cards to the deck, simply because more cards, this is really bad. These exhume cards are really bad for us because we really can't do anything with them. So very bad card to have gotten. I'm a little bit upset about it, but what can you do? So what we need right now is our only real hope to win this run is to start getting cards that exhaust very soon. If we get one like offering, we straight up will win the run. I think should be very good. I'm gonna headbutt just so I can put some other cards that I might be able to use back on top of the deck. Sorry, I did sneeze there. I sneezed the second time. It was extremely painful as my throat dies every single time I sneeze. Unfortunately, I'm sneezing quite a bit because of the cold or sickness I have right now. So I do ask apologies about that. But yeah, right now all we need really to win this run is an offering, and I think we will straight up just win, because I think an offering will give us infinite energy with these amount of exhumes and card draw. So one offering we win the run. So we just would really love to. Corruption is interesting, but we don't have Dead Branch. I'm going to take it in case we get Dead Branch, because Dead Branch, Corruption and exhumes would break the game in a good way, which is extremely exciting for me. Right now we are just looking for some cards that can actually do some work for us. I'm going to headbutt, strike, and I'm going to headbutt, and I'm going to strike. And the reason I do that is because then I'm going to guarantee get a headbutt next turn, which means I guarantee get a kill. Now, Corruption's a 50-50 gamble kind of card that I've just gone for over here, so I'm not sure if it's the right move, but I'm going to go for it nonetheless, as I think it could potentially be really big for us. We did get a block, but a block that came a little bit too late there for us. A bit of a pommel strike into a little bit of a headbutt. There we go. It's not going too bad considering whenever card is exhausted, gain 3 blocks. Now this could be good because we do have many exhausts. I'm going to transform a card. I'm going to transform one exhaust. It becomes a heavy blade, which wasn't completely good for us, but also not the worst possible situation. I'm going to throw... Oh, we added 3 corrupts because we added a corrupt. We added 3 heavy blades. I misunderstood. I'm going to use pommel strike here into normal strike. I'm going to use exhume for lols, but it really doesn't matter. We got all 3 of our... We got all 3 of our corruptions to shop at the same time, which I think is a little bit unlucky and b a little bit of a problem for us. But it is what it is. Okay, so we can't actually exhaust cards here. I'm gonna play this anyway. And we're gonna tank like half our HP gauge in this fight alone. So I'm gonna do that. Get 6 block, which is quite a lot, and he will be dead regardless. So the card we get from this fight is actually so important. It wasn't what I was hoping for. We have a lot of headbutts in our deck actually, because we've added 2. We only added 1. Well, we should think about it this way. We have 3 pommel strikes. I'm gonna go for pommel strike, and then something like heavy strike might be really good. I think we're gonna have to rest up here regardless though. We have night terror, so we want to be a little bit careful about the rest, but I think all in all it should be worth it. Immediately gonna do this. Didn't give me anything I was too excited to see. Probably want to go cleave here. I'm gonna use cleave, and of course I'm gonna use pommel strike here. I'm gonna use headbutt here and put cleave back on top. And we could end it with a block, but I think just going for straight pure damage here is probably the better option. And I don't want to use pommel strike because pommel strike will put us in a bad place. I'm just going to use a normal strike, and we're going to get cleave next turn, so he's already dead. So that's really good. So we're not going to perfect this, but I didn't expect to perfect this in the first place, so it doesn't actually bother me that much. 14 damage is actually acceptable, so I'll take the 8. Getting 300 money early isn't completely horrible for us, simply because it gives us the option of buying cards that we might need in the deck, which is good. Right now, something of course like Mind Blast will be really good because we are adding a lot of cards to our deck. I'm going to add the Twin Strikes, and with the amount of cards we have on our deck, we are in a position where we don't mind certain cards to show up. I'm gonna try and take you out first regardless, even if it costs all the damage, even makes me take all the damage. I was kind of hoping for cleave to show up there in all honesty, but it's okay. So what do we really need in this deck? Well, what we really need in this deck obviously is a offering. One offering will change the route this run is going tremendously. Excuse me. It will put us in a position where we'll be able to get infinite block, if you know what I mean, which is obviously probably worth a lot more for us. So every time I Exuma card, it's basically 6 block, which is very good. I'm going to use Corruption here, even though it doesn't really do much for us. But it gives me the option of using a lot of Exumes for free, which means it's going to give me a lot of blocks for free. But we are getting weakened every single turn, so we're going to be weakened for infinity pretty much here, which means we won't ever actually finish this fight, which does bother me slightly. I would rather much prefer to finish this fight as soon as possible. Okay, we could have played the block there, which we should have done obviously, because like it's free A, and B, we need the block so we can stop tanking so much damage, because right now we are tanking way too much damage. But right now we have nothing. This deck has nothing going for it right now. It's got absolutely nothing going for it right now, so I'm extremely worried about this run and where we're going. I can't add 3 normalities to this deck. I can't do it. But upgrading a card is pointless. Add 3 normalities, I guess. Let's go. We didn't get 3 normalities. How lucky is that? I don't think I can fight an elite with this amount of HP, so I'm gonna have to pass on that last elite. Upgrade a card for free. You know, I get why you're giving me this game. This really does nothing for me right now. Makes corruption 2. That's so pointless. I'm gonna just upgrade a Feel No Pain. More block could potentially be good for us if we get an early Feel No Pain. I'm gonna go for the I'm gonna get Plate Army here and a defend. I'm gonna just bash 1, I think. Corruption is just pointless here. I had a Corruption deck hoping that a Ironwood Branch was sharp. We were not lucky enough for that to happen. So because of that, we are in a little bit of a trickier situation. But it's okay. I'm not too worried right now. I think if we can somehow survive the first floor and just make our way to the second floor, I think we'll be in a good place. I misunderstood what that card was and what it did, so luckily we won't take damage for it, but technically speaking we probably should have, so I think we're a little bit lucky. Fear in the Bottle might actually be the saving card. And here we go, finally we're getting some exhaust cards, so like Havoc or Intimidate. Who's our boss? Is it a Guardian? I'll go for Intimidate. We could potentially infinite Intimidate with that, but I'm not entirely sure yet how this works, so I have to look into this. Don't have a lot of energy on us right now, so I need to get the kills with every attack, but unfortunately none of our cards actually kill. So we can go technically for a like Well, let's go Pommel Strike first. Got an Exhume, not what I wanted here. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. It's a little bit unfortunate they all 5 are attacking. It's a lot of damage. We needed like 1 cleave to sharpen this, and we didn't get it. So obviously that's just a little bit unlucky. There was no way for us to know that something like that could happen, but it obviously did. So we're on a little bit of a bad situation right now, as you can tell. So I'm a little bit worried right now. As I said, all we needed for this run to work, all we needed to win this run, was legitimately, and I'm not even kidding, a offering, 1 offering, and right now we could die to Guardians. So I'm extremely worried about this run right now, where 10 seconds ago I was not worried at all. Feed just feels like way better because it gives us potential. But we do heal up to full with Terminal, so that actually might have been the saving grace kind of card. So this is great. You can go like this, and you 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 get like 4 weakness on this guy, which is pretty much going to last forever, which is really nice. I'm going to take a sip of my water here. Excuse me. I'm going to go Corruption here. And I'm going to go Pommel Strike, obviously. I was hoping for more blocks to sharpen that, so we got very unlucky with the draw on the Pommel Strike. I was really hoping for some blocks to sharp, but it didn't happen. Let's get the Intimidate again. Let's make sure we keep this Intimidation going on forever, pretty much. So by playing Corruption, what I've done is I've created a situation where I can basically forever weaken here and potentially forever block with the Exhumes. Of course, that does require me to get some defensive cards to play in the first place, but all in all, it should be plausible. Excuse me, I do apologize about that. We misplayed the Heavy Blade Strike there a little bit, but it's okay. So Feel No Pain, that's really good, except we have no defensive cards. Once again, they're just not showing up. We're only getting attack cards, which is very scary, because if we lose the run, we'll lose the run due to the fact that we only got attack cards, which is slightly frustrating for me. But now we got the combination going, which is what I was waiting for, and that is the card discard powers with Exhumes and Exhausting. It's what I built the entire deck around, and wow, we got all 3 of our guys in one go. I feel like that's a little bit unfun, but you know, it's what it is. Should have probably played 1 there to exhaust it, if I'm being honest, but it's okay. I'm gonna go fetch the Fan, fetch Intimidate, and use the Heavy Blade immediately, and then exhaust immediately. And every time we exhaust a card, we get more block. Every time we fetch a card with Exhume, we get some stuff. So we're in a good place right now. So I'm not worried about this run at all right now, which is very nice. But at the same time, I do understand that I need to still be careful, because I could still easily die if I just get the wrong cards to show up, you know what I mean? I think get another week. I think keeping him weakened for longer here is worth a lot for us. I'm going to Exhume a feed here, and I'm going to feed Strike, because I want the strength bonus and that massive damage. So we've got the combination going. It just takes a little bit of time to get going. It's the problem we are dealing with right now, is that it takes us too long to make the deck do what it's supposed to do, and because of that we take too much damage. So we're going to need to use the feeds. There's the offering I was talking about. I'm so sorry about that. No longer race. No. Adding 3 curses is so scary, because you can get Wraith and you can get Wraith. I'm gonna go for Sozu. You can get Wraith and Normality and stuff, which I don't want to see, which is way too scary. I'm just gonna take a mute the mic for a second while I just sneeze, as well as drink coffee. And I'm back, and of course, let me just reiterate, by coffee I did mean water, because I'm currently drinking water, which is just really nasty, by the way. I don't know if you've ever had the misfortune drinking water, but it's not a fun experience. I want to get a shop early here, so I'm going to play this a little bit differently. I'm going to start with a little bit of Intimidate. Lots of energy now. because we're on 4 HP, which is really sexy, by the way. What I do is to exhaust and defend, just so I can put it in there so I can go exhume it if I need it. You know what I mean? And this is kind of exactly what I was looking for, this exact situation, because now I can pretty much infinitely exhume and bring back offering, which is going to put me in a really good place, because it pretty much allows me to build an infinite run almost by just bringing back the right specific kind of cards. I wanted to feed on you, now I'm not going to get the opportunity, but I'll exhaust and I'll just bring it back next turn with the next zoom, which I'm likely to get since there are 15 in the deck, and this is going to allow us to also get a lot of max HP. I think Pommel Strike is the right choice here, just to finish the set of 4. We already have finished the set of 4. What's the other option here? Heavy Blade. Let's finish the set of 4 of Heavy Blade. Now this shop is a very important one, so we do want to check into this. So like Rupture and Offering and Exhume breaks the game, so we just broke the game with that. Started Chili Combat with 2 strength, that's interesting. More heal, slightly more tempting for me. I'm gonna go for a Struggle of Anderson, and a Rampage and a Finesse here. And that's fine. We just added a trillion cards to the deck, so we have a 75 card deck, which of course means stuff like finding specific cards is going to be a lot harder, obviously. That's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, I'm bringing back this next feed, but I don't need it, let's be honest with each other. So the reason I took the Rupture here is because Rupture offering Exhumes will break the game for us, because we'll go Rupture, we'll get strength. We'll go Exhume offering, we'll get more strength. We'll play Corruption. Then all the cards that are in our deck will become free. We can then play all these free cards almost indefinitely, and that will allow us potentially to start breaking the game in a way that I very much enjoy. So I'd like an Exhume here. We were a little bit unlucky, but it's okay. Let's exhaust that. And I thought we were going to get one more block of that, but I was a little bit wrong. It's okay. As I said, at this point, if we could have got these a little bit earlier, it would have been great. Do we have Mummy Fight? We don't. I was trying to figure out why everything was becoming free, and I just couldn't figure it out. I mean, okay, just do that, and then... So all we want to do now is draw 1 Exhume, so we can go fetch a feed. We didn't get it, but yeah, we didn't actually get it. That's still bit unfortunate, I think. I think the mathematical chance of not getting a feed there is Exhume there is pretty low. I think we only have 3 Intimidates, so I wouldn't mind adding another set of Intimidates, and these are upgraded Intimidates, so they're really, really good for us. The other option, of course, is Sentinel, but I think Intimidate's fine. Finishes the set off for us for collector bonuses, as well as a whole bunch of other good bonuses that I'm very interested in seeing. I just skipped the Necronomicon because I was confused. Okay, I guess being sick is negatively affecting me, and I'm very upset about that, and so this is like, I just fucked up everything. I just threw away all my HP, which means I have to rest now. Didn't get the Necronomicon because I pushed the wrong button. So A, and of course I'm a tiny bit embarrassed because that was embarrassing, and B, I messed up, so you know, more embarrassing. What else can I say then? I messed up a little bit, and I'm not paying the price for that. So a little bit of a and it's not even that it's a small misplay, it's actually extremely huge misplay, as that can single-handedly actually cost us potentially the entire game right there. So I am a little bit upset right now because of my own retardation, maybe one would want to say. Even I messed up big time, and that of course has now found me in a situation where I could potentially lose the run. So I am of course a little bit worried here about this, but right now I think we should still be in an okay situation. Okay. I think we should still genuinely be in an okay situation. I'm just extremely worried that we're going to lose the run now because I made one tiny mistake, and that would very much irritate me a lot if I lost the run due to one small mistake like that. Not taking the Necronomicon, that would have killed there with Necronomicon, as we would have had way more than enough everything to clear out this. That was a very, very large mistake on my side, and I feel really stupid about it, like really stupid. But the mistake was made, and there really is unfortunately not much we can do about that. I think upgrading stuff like Rupture is good, Feed is good. We can make Corruption cost 1 less, like make all 3 of them cost 1 less. It's just potentially good, but I feel like an absolute idiot right now. To be 100% honest with you guys, I actually feel like an absolute idiot. Massive misplays on my side. Not taking the Economicon, losing all that HP forward, just stupid. We didn't get the right, so we're getting very lucky on these curses. Or we would pretty much have a deck full of curses right now, so I'm a little bit happy about that. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel pretty good. I don't know what I was expecting to get out of that play. Maybe more than I got potentially, but and I feel like offering is a very important card that if it doesn't show up, the deck doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and if it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, we kind of just screwed. But we did get the offering to show up now, so we're in a much better place. We can do a lot of damage here first. Let's just do it to give us some cards. We have an offering here, even though the game's not seeing it. I know what it is, that's all that matters. Zoom the offering again, we shrug it off. You know what the only problem with the offering strat is, although we're getting a lot of strength out of it, which is very sexy, I'm not gonna lie to you, it does leave us in the problematic situation that I am getting very low on HP, because every offering, every one strength is 3 HP, we are costing ourselves even more. I'm not entirely sure what the exact mass behind it is, but I know it's pretty high. So there's the corruption play I was waiting for. Came a bit low, but seeing red, it's good if we have more card draws. We could potentially abuse that if I play just slightly better than I'm currently playing. I don't want to use offerings right now is the problem, but I guess I have to if I want to actually kill this enemy. So let's give it our best try. There we go. I'm very worried about this run now. I wasn't worried at all before. I felt like this one was pretty much in the bag. I'm gonna take another sip of my water here. But now it's gone on a little bit longer, and I'm finding myself in a little bit more scary of a position as this goes on and on and on. I am actually starting to worry quite a lot about whether or not I'm just going to live. Because right now I'm not going to live. If you look where we are sitting right now in this run, where the run is and what we are doing, what we are trying to accomplish, we are not going to survive. Like, we're going to just start taking too much damage. We're going to start losing a lot of HP in a very bad way. And it does scare me, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I am slightly worried right now. But we have to see how it goes for now. Okay, this does exhaust. We've got a little bit of block to work with. So I'm gonna start with that to get a little bit of block back. Play that to get a little bit more block back. I'm gonna heavy blade, then heavy blade, and then cleave, I guess. Which is not really good because we are way too close to dying, in my opinion. In a way that I'm slightly uncomfortable with, and I feel like there's not really much we can do about it. I'm gonna go get finesse here. So with so much energy, I just thought looking for finesse to get anything potentially would be worth it. But we will die right now if we don't get the right cards. Luckily we did. This will end it off for us without making us have to use offering to lose HP. But very happy I bought Magic Flower, by the way. I feel like that was definitely the right call, and I'm extremely happy to have done that. Feel No Pain is definitely the right pick here for us, so I'm gonna pick it up. But Flex and the other one did have their place. Choose a card or heal 20. Choosing a card is adding 3 to the deck, so I'm gonna do that instead. What we're gonna take though, I'm not entirely sure yet. I think it's gonna be Rampage, because Rampage does give us a lot, or give us collector bonus. But Searing Perfected Strike could be really if we kept Necronomicon. Perfected Strike would have been broken good, but I did mess up a lot with the Necronomicon play by accident. Heavy Blade's also potentially good for us, because Heavy Blade does mean that we get to get a full collector set of Heavy Blade, which I want a lot. But I need to make the choice now between the sets or just winning the run. I think Perfected Strike is how we win the run, because we have so many Perfected Strikes now that we actually do enough damage with Perfected Strike to potentially kill the champ. And the champ isn't an easy guy, especially if you get the wrong opening hand. I didn't, so I might be able to potentially perfect this if I play this correctly. So of course I'm giving it my absolute best go. I'm gonna get rid of this, shrug it off. Another Exhume was a little bit bad for us. We can use offering and see what happens. Nice that we get these Intimidates out early. With 7 energy, I'm definitely going to put Pommel Strike here. Ooh, not good. Use the feet to get rid of it. Let's Exhume 1 offering. So we're going to take a lot of damage here. Right now I'm just kind of looking for a Rupture to show up. Unfortunately it's not showing up, so it's a little bit unfortunate for us, but it's okay. So I think you do use a rampage here and you exhume another offering. So as long as we have a singular exhume in the deck and we don't draw only damage cards, which is what is currently happening, we'll be in a really good place. But we're getting very unlucky with our draws. We haven't seen one rupture yet. We haven't seen one other offering that showed up. We've gone through quite, there's a feel no pain, which is nice. We've gone through a lot, and I do mean a lot of our cards. There's corruption, thank goodness. I thought corruption was never going to sharpen, honestly. That would have been really bad for us, but we're losing, like, we've lost pretty much half our HP gauge here. But we're going to be going for the one-shot kill here regardless. So I'm not too worried about this in all honesty, but I am still kind of worried. I'm worried enough as is that I do want to be a little bit careful here about how I don't want to kill myself with the offering. And the offering we do pretty much have infinite plays on the offering, kind of, to a certain degree. We also don't, because eventually, I'm going to mess up like I just did. And that is exactly what I was kind of worried about. I'm like, I mustn't mess up, and then I actually went and messed up. So that was a big misplay and mistake on my side. But we have a whole bunch of the stuff up that we need, so we could potentially still be in a good place. Just hope we can maintain the perfect for now at least. So I messed up big time there, by the way. I will admit it, I really did. But with 2 extremes in hand, we should probably be able to kill him here. So let's go for the offering. I don't know why I fetched anything else. That was a big misplay by me in all honesty. And I'm a little bit angry about that play, but it's okay. So how much are we doing now? This does 38, this does 81. It's not doing nearly enough damage right now. We need more. Oh, we ran out of exhumes. I actually thought that wasn't possible in all honesty, but I guess it was. So this kind of needed to kill, and it's not going to kill, and that's kind of a big deal. But maybe we can still potentially kill him next one. Remember, we haven't taken any damage yet. I just want to point that out in case you guys are slightly confused by this. We actually haven't taken any damage yet, so this is a perfected fight. So if we had an Economicon, this would have of course been a lot easier, but I completely messed up the run. So I'm paying the price for that, and it's a pretty big price. We can never take Vow Choke. I'm gonna take the Black Blood, as we do so much self damage that I think the Black Blood's exactly what we need. So we'll win the run, I think, right now. I think I built a winning run with this exhausting infinite combo almost. But I do need to be a little bit careful about how I approach it, because right now we are still in a position where I feel like we could easily still die. I want to get a shop, so I'm going to take the route on this side. I'm going to start. I would very much like Mind Bloom though to shop, so yeah, I think this is fine. It gives us 4 attempts in Mind Bloom, which is kind of good. So you start with Rupture, you go then Pummel, you go Pummel, go Finesse, Intimidate. Exhume, Intimidate again. Not that it does anything, but we'll do it anyway. You're gonna take damage on the first fight. Not good, obviously. If possible, you probably never want to take damage on the first fight, but it is what it is, and you need to live with it. Keep the weakness going. I'm gonna go for the damage over the block here, as I feel doing that much extra damage that early will be more beneficial for us than trying our best to get something that's not going to happen, or something that's not going to be really good for us. So there's pommels. We have enough pommels. Headbutts, we only have 3, I think. And if that's correct, we will of course take the headbutts. Yeah, we only have 3, so we'll take the headbutts here. Easy choice for me. Well, not easy, but like it was kind of easy. So I'm very like upset and still in the process of trying to figure out how different the run potentially could have been had we just played correctly and not made that massive misplay that I did make. So it makes me wonder, you know. Oh, just see, that is exactly what I was scared was going to happen, and now it happened. You click the button and the game doesn't register the click until it's too late, and then what happens is it registers the click, and then it's like, oh, you click this, and you're like, no, not really. I have to click completely off the screen now to prevent that from happening again. And the reason that's such a big deal, in case you guys are wondering, is because it's the difference between me getting the card that just lets me continue the combo, or the difference between me taking half of my HP gauge, as you all saw there. So It's a very big difference, and it's very frustrating for me that I even have to keep that in mind. I think it's really stupid. I would actually prefer to attempt to drag this out until a feed shows up. So if you could be so kind as to give me a feed game, I would be extremely appreciative. You are just not going to give me a feed, are you? Okay, well, that's fine. I think, oh, exhausting. Oh my goodness. I think that might have potentially just want us to run. I don't think dropkick's going to be worth anything for us because, let's be honest, we don't need it. I don't need evolve. I mean, I'll take evolve. I don't need it, but I'll take it. It's fine. So that Chariot's Ashes is actually such a big deal for us. So you start with the Pommel Strike, then headbutt the Pommel Strike using red. You feed, you get some HP back, it's great. You use that and use this. There we go. Interesting, Chariot's Ashes actually falls exactly into the deck archetype I was already building. So I'm extremely happy about that. Do not misunderstand for 1 second. It's the perfect cards to shop, the perfect time. This is not low. We're kind of just waiting for like one exhaust to show up here, but it's not happening, unfortunately. I mean, one exhume. There we go. We'll take some damage, but we'll get max HP. And what I'm after here is the max HP, simply because I want to be able to rest up to full before the boss fight and still come out smelling like roses on the other side. I'm not sure that's the actual saying, but I'm gonna go for, give me Thunderclap. It's probably like not as bad as Clash could potentially be. You start with Corruption, of course. You make it free. You go like this, you go like that, you go like this, and this is a really bad opening hand for us. Getting 2 of our Corruptions right off the bat, definitely not something we want to see too much of in the future if possible. So game, have mercy on my soul, etc, etc. I think you just go for the 46 damage per strike. So this is a really bad. We started to take 30 something damage simply because we have not yet gotten any of our combo cards, which is extremely scary for me, and I am worried tremendously about it. But all the cards we exhaust is pretty good. We get quite a lot of strength from the Shuriken. It's like this run has potential. It's just lacking the execution right now. What we don't have in this run right now is the execution. We need that execution, that card that's just gonna push this run right over the edge and just make it like something a little bit better for us. And that's all we need. And Offering, of course, is that card. And I will have to use it, even though it costs me a little bit of HP, simply because what I'm trying to do now is I'm just trying to get enough damage to feed on this good sir. There we go. And the feeding is extremely important for us because we do need to make sure that we get the we have enough heavy blades already, so we want one of the others. I get a lot of block. Give me Body Slam. I feel like we've got a winning run right now. I honestly feel like we've got a winning run right now. I'm not even worried about winning anymore. I'm pretty convinced we just straight up gonna win this run. All I do worry about is what I need to win the run is very specific, and it has to show up. And if it doesn't show up like right now, we do find ourselves in a little bit of a problematic situation. So I'm about to take a lot of damage right off the bat. He's going to tangle himself next, so I'm going to take a sip of my water. And that's kind of what I was worried about. Just we're not going to get any block, and it's going to make us take infinite damage. So I'm going to start with Corruption off the bat here. I'm going to hope for a little bit of luck. It kind of happened in its own way, but not really, if you know what I mean. So we got the Corruption up, we got the Rupture up. So all we need to win this is now the is any of the cards that draw me more cards, the combo cards, the 30 something combo cards I have in my deck. If you could just be so kind, game, as to give me any of those, that would be extremely great. I'm just going to point that out there right now, in case you didn't know. Just any of those combo cards, you know, those ones that give me a lot of stuff that I need, those would be great. Barricade is tempting enough that I'm going to put it in the deck. Now I'm worried about this next elite fight, in all honesty. Heal to full, lose 8, 11, 11, no, that's fine. I'm 100% fine with that. Let's go. That was actually almost perfect. Now give me one of my... Nope, you didn't. Okay. I need one of the cards that are like the... as I mentioned earlier, the setup cards. I need like offering, pretty much. I need like that to shop. If that doesn't shop, I'm actually in such a bad place, honestly, in this run, that it scares me a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean quite a lot, actually. So we got the strength up, but we didn't kill anyone, which is really bad. One offering and one exhume, and we instantly win the run. But the game has been having a little bit of a tendency to be mean to me right now, and just not give me what I need to get going, if you know what I mean. So, oh, I hit the wrong guy, so I have to use the big attack on you. That sucks. I've been misclicking a lot. I'm gonna blame it on myself being sick here. I can obviously feel that it's affecting my gameplay, and I think it's pretty obvious to see that it's affecting my gameplay. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but at the same time, you know, I probably shouldn't be blaming the game for my own misplays, but I'm really starting to feel a little bit robbed here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Where are any of my 18,000 offerings? My fucking... Unless I'll find it somewhere else. Keep forgetting that other thing isn't actually upgraded. Where's the offering and the zoom combos? Where's any of my card draws? You know, I've got so many cards in this deck, and you would think one of them would be like, here's offering. No, apparently not. So instead, I just take a lot of unnecessary damage, which is always kind of fun, except it's not. Yeah, it really doesn't matter what we find here. And more than enough block. Now we'd like a feed / an exhume. Exhume will fetch us feed, so we can feed. I guess we can almost infinitely get HP back, which is kind of nice. We have enough headbutts. I already know that for a fact. So we'll take one of the other two, but the question is which one. I think armaments is really good for us here, so I'm gonna go for it. But right now, like, I need more card draw on this deck, and I'm not getting it, and it's a little bit frustrating. Oh, here we go. This is the big one. Like, okay, so you have to go think ahead, right? You gotta. You just have to go think ahead. There's no option. There's no, like, there isn't even a debate about it. I will add the Shockwave, and I will add the Twin Strike. Let's add Wild Strike. Why not? You know, why not? We have the Evolves. We have Perfected Strike. You know what? Give me 3 for 10. I'm fine with that. Apotheosis. Yeah, fine. Oh no. You gotta go Mind Blast, right? You gotta go Mind Blast, I guess. Do this. Do Mind Blast. Do Mind Blast. Okay, so Mind Blast, as you can see, is highly nerfed right now, but it's still really good. And I'll tell you why it's really good, because we have in our deck, luckily, a lot of headbutts, and the headbutts allow us to put Mind Blast back on top of our deck. So as long as we can find said headbutt, we should be fine. I misplayed that dramatically, by the way, guys, in case you were wondering. I will admit it, I do not mind. But I'm pretty sure that was a perfected thing. Oh, another offering is so tasty. Give me Mind Bloom. I never get Mind Bloom, just give it to me. I think we're gonna take Perfected Strike, because that will finish the collector's bonus on Perfected Strike. Yeah, it will. Anything else we might want here? No, just Perfected Strike, really. Yeah, I think just Perfected Strike's fine. We have no more money anyway. You know what? Give me a wound. We have the money for it. Why not? Let's take it and let's move on. Give me Mind Bloom in the last room. Nope, you gave me Chance in the last room. I'm not sure if that's worse or better, but it's what it is. I will go. I'll go Mind Blast, Mind Blast, Mind Blast, I guess. But I'm worried about the future, because even if I get 3 Mind Blasts, 399 damage, I still have to block 40 incoming damage, which of course is not an easy feat. Don't know why I'm exhuming right now, but I am, so I guess it does 3 damage. We somehow prevent ourselves from taking any damage in the second turn, and we got like 2 things set up. Okay, this is big. This is actually insane, by the way. You got Corruption. It's the right choice. You got to think ahead. You put away the Rampage, I guess. You got Offering. You hope for 1 Exhume. You did not get Exhume. But you got another Offering, so use Barricade. Use Feel No Pain. And use Offering again. You didn't get one Exhume game? Not one? I don't want to be that guy, but that does feel a little bit impossible to me, if you know what I'm saying. I think Rampage Twin Strikes actually does more damage, so I'm going to do that instead. We are going to take damage against Transcend here, which is a little bit scary, but it's okay. Mind Blast though will make that mute. Look, I don't know, dude. I didn't go to school. I don't have the opportunity to go to school. You guys have the opportunity? Because I don't have the opportunity to go to school. Play Feel No Pain. I'm gonna play Feel No Pain. I'm gonna play Offering. I'm gonna play Mind Blast. I'm gonna play Exhume. I'm gonna go find Offering. I'm gonna go Pommel Strike. Intimidate. Offering. I'll go Wild Strike. Offering. Headbutt, put back the Mind Blast. Defend. Offering, get the Mind Blast back. I should have got another Mind Blast. Misplayed that, but it's okay. Mind Blast. Exhume, go find that Offering. Use Offering. Get Mind Blast, and you just murdered the Transcend with 2 turns left. Why not, guys? It feels good. This is cool. We can add anything we want here. Blood for Blood's tempting, but I don't think we're going to get enough, so I'm going to look here. I want the Thunderclaps, obviously. No, just give me perfected more Twin Strikes. They're good. And I'm gonna rest. No, rest. Oh, almost misclicked. So we're gonna win the run. We're not gonna do very well, but we're gonna win the run. So if you think about it that way, it's still worth it, baby. No perfect. Oh my word. No fucking perfect. That is just cruelty to animals. But it's okay. As long as I win the run, I don't care too much about the perfect. Even though I still do care about the perfect, of course. You hit by Mind Blast. I'm gonna play this, then I'll play that, and then I'm gonna Mind Blast you. And you're not dead. I'm actually surprised. I thought you were dead, but you didn't die for some reason. Okay. Feel No Pain. Exhume, Intimidate. Think Ahead. Intimidate. Let's feed on him. Let's strike him. Okay. End turn, he's gonna wake up. We have a 10% HP life left, so I'm only 50% worried about this run right now. And now I'm suddenly like 89% worried about this run right now. So yeah, use Barricade, I guess. Use Rampage for lols. I think we might die to the Awaken one here. We're coming back with 10% HP. Okay, this is important. We don't have the win on us right now. Almonds. Exhume. Think Ahead. Use Think Ahead. Get rid of Feed. Use Exhume. Use Think Ahead again. Use Think Ahead. Get rid of Feed again. We second win. Okay, we got 66 block, and our block carries on forever. So right now we technically should have more than enough block to sustain us for this run. Except for the fact that I feel like we got either beyond unlucky or just fucking ripped off. But we got no blocks. We also haven't got any of our card draw combos yet. So we are in a bad place. But there is our card draw combo. So I think this should potentially give us yes. Okay, I was like, as long as we get one Exhume. We can only use one more Offering. Let's keep this in mind, by the way, guys. Let's keep this in mind. Okay, we are going to use Exhume. I can't use 2 Offerings anyway, so let's get Discover. No, give me Spot Weakness. Spot Weakness is good, sir. Our last Offering we can play in this whole game. Very important that we do not play Offering by accident. Let's make sure we don't do this. Let's go get... We have 2 energy. We can't play any more Offerings, so we want a free card. So I'm going to get the Thinking Ahead. Thinking Ahead. You know why I'm getting the Thinking Ahead the whole time, guys, in case you're wondering? Is the Thinking Ahead, it gets me block. And the block is what I care about right now. But he is dead. We've won the run. Because we're going to use Entrench. And we're going to use Body Slam. And we're going to 358 damage. So we won the run. And that's all that actually matters. And I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to proceed here. And I'm going to say continue. You're already your blade. You do 1,262 damage. That's okay. Can't remember what we needed for top 100. But I think we did okay. I think we did very well considering I'm very sick and I've made a many misplay. But without further ado, that is our 19th win. Except we can't see it because there's something wrong with these dailies. I don't know why they just won't let me see these dailies, honestly. It's very frustrating. Let's see here. There we go, 176. I think 176 is completely acceptable, and I'm extremely happy about that. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the episode of Slay the Spire, please be sure to hit the like button. It really helps a lot. That's our 19th win for the month. 8 losses down though. A pretty good daily. It was the Ironclad. Ironclad's always fun. It's always nice. I think starting with 15 exhumes was very horrible, and it kind of pushed us into a style that I don't really feel comfortable playing. I went for early corruption, which didn't pay off because we didn't get dead branch, but kind of paid off because we got like enough exhume cards to make it work. I don't know, it was kind of a weird daily with a weird run and a really weird everything, but kind of fun in its own unique way. Without further ado, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you so very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to hit that like button once again. It really helps a lot, and leave a comment. I love all these comments I've been getting on these videos lately. It means a lot to me, and it's really fun to read these awesome comments. Without further ado, thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.